Welcome back to the garage. Not a lot's been done. I did a little bit of welding here and filled in the gaps that was there. I won't finish weld this part until I've done inside, but you can see it's all welded up now. What I'm going to address today is the person who had the car at some point thoughtfully welded the door stop in place. So managed to get hold of another complete section. So I'm going to chop this section out and replace that whole section because there's no threads. I think that's the problem. There's no threads in the holes. So it's going to get chopped out today, repaired. It's also beaten down here, been beaten in, and up here as well. So this one's got ever so slightly different shape where it's not been beaten to death. So we're going to go through the process of just chopping that out. I don't need to chop everything out, but I will chop quite a bit out. See the shape difference here. So this is a 66 panel, and obviously that's later than 66 because 60s had the other claws, and these is a modern sort of adaptation if you want. So I'm going with these and I'm going to weld that panel in. My balls up. I've just found that all of this top section here was filler, and all the way down the side here was filler, and I've already cut my plate because I was going to make it that big. So what I've decided to do is sorry about this. What I've decided to do is add that back on, and that covers up all the mess, or gets rid of all the mess, because I'll cut all that metal out and then I'll weld these two pieces together. No big deal. But all of that was fillered up, all of that was filler, bent in. All of this part here is bent in and filled up. Absolute flipping crap. My fault for cutting this down before taking that filler out. I should have took that filler out and then I would have known how much metal to leave. But this is nothing we can't fix, so I'll get on with chopping that out now. I've just cut that off, and you can see the mess that was there previously. You can actually see the old plate that's in there for the old lock. Mine's quite a bit lower. I don't know if that's the difference between the 70 and the 66. They are lower, but I'm going to put this back where the other one was because that lines up with my doors. So this one will go back in, and then get that the right way around. That will go back above it, and then that will make the place all nice. Alright, just going in. Tiny little spot welds just to hold it dead flush, nice. And then there's some overlapping at the top here. And what I do then is I cut through everything with the 1mm slitting disc, and then get rid of the excess metal there, get rid of the excess metal there, and then two will push together. I've just done that down here to get it all lined up nice, and then down there's already done. So I'll go across the top here now, push it back and get it all set, and then we'll weld it up. Right, I've just welded it in, gone across the top, and then we'll work my way round, all the way round, and just tiny little welds as small as you can get them. As long as they're penetrating, you don't want to go too mad. And obviously just do a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit there, and just to keep the heat out of it. So work your way around, but it's going in. Well, it's all welded in. Gone over it with the little sander and just followed the lines, made it look nice. There's one or two little bits there I'm going to have to get the die grinder on just to get those dead nice, but other than that, structurally she's back in. Very happy. I'm going to try the door in the gap. I'm going to try the latch, make sure that that the bodywork lines line up correctly, and hopefully I've put it in the right place. There is a few mil of movement on here, so we'll see. But there you go, it's all welded. Just to finish that little video off, latch is on, and she latches fine, door closes fine. I think that little bit of play there is going to go away as soon as I set the rubbers in the door, and then it gives you that little bit of movement. You can get the rubbers to set. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm pretty sure it's to do with putting the rubbers away. The line of the bodywork lines up really spot on. The door doesn't quite so well. It's almost touching at the bottom, or is touching at the bottom, so that's something I've got to address. Whether I take a little bit out of here and just give it the same gap, or move the bodywork back, I'm not sure yet. I think I'll just undo that little bit of weld there, move that back, and then re-weld it so it's just in the right place. Lots of things move when you're welding them and playing around, and you just got to keep fettling. That bit of door gap over there isn't the nicest as well, so we've got to sort that out. But I've only set the hinges in with one bolt, and they're still with those crappy nuts that are captured in the frame. I've got all new. These are factory ones, a lot thicker and not nicer, so I'm going to replace them with all of them. At the moment they're those crappy ones that come with the repair panels. So once that's done, which I'll do next, I can go around and just check all my gaps and work out how I'm going to fix all the gaps. But there you go, one door locking, one door done.